Welcome everyone to our webinar this evening. My name is Nicole Vincent, and we have Giovanni Bonet with us, and we're so excited to teach this webinar tonight to you guys. This is kind of a Essential Oils 2.0. This is where you kind of take that next step. You have your oils, but you don't remember anything that you learned in the class or in the meeting, and you're just like, oh, I don't know what to do. So we're going to talk about those next steps tonight, how to make your oil usage a success and how to make it a lot easier. So first off, I'm going to introduce us. So my name is Nicole Vincent. I am down in Houston, so it's Giovanni. And I am a mama of 4. I have been using and sharing doTERRA for a little over 4.5 years now. And I'm also a holistic empowerment coach. And that just basically means I help people live in a holistic manner and help them feel empowered in all areas of their life with natural options. And Giovanni is a mother of 1 beautiful daughter. She is here in Houston as well. She is an RN and BSN. And she is just rocking it with this oil journey. Giovanni, is there anything you want to add?
Well, I'm really excited to be on this webinar tonight with everyone. Welcome, welcome. Yes, woohoo, Catherine. And I absolutely love being a wellness advocate and sharing the oil love with everyone. And just kind of helping everyone get acclimated and on this journey to health and wellness. So let's jump into it.
Okay, we just had some feedback, so you might want to stick in your headphones.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. So first off, I want to let you know, guys, we are not doctors. None of the advice shared in this webinar should be constituted as medical advice. We are just here to educate you and give you our experiences and kind of point you in the right direction, but we're not here to prevent, treat, cure, any kind of diagnose any type of disease or condition. So please keep that in mind. With that disclaimer, I'm going to turn the time over to Giovanni. Go ahead, girl.
Well, I'm going to need you to switch the slides for me.
I will.
Okay, thank you. And I just want to chime in on what Nicole said, that we are just, wellness advocates. We're health enthusiasts, and we love to educate and teach and share about essential oils. But, we're moms, and we do use natural solutions often on a daily basis as our first choice for prevention, as well as our first approach to support our body and for healing. So with that said, I mean, we're not doctors, but we know a little bit about what we're talking about. But like she said, please do consult your physician, though, if you're making any major radical changes in your health and lifestyle, because that is important. So one thing we'd like to mention is that we want you to stay connected with us via, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or website, but mainly we're on Facebook. So you can check out our links here on the next page, the next slide. Oh. Yeah, that one.
Got the right one?
Yeah, that's the right one. Well, yeah, so you can see here, Nicole has the Essential Oil Facebook group, and I think most of you all have been added to that group, and you will see where we post quite a bit of information about what's going on, what's the news with doTERRA, cool recipes that we may come across. We share all of that on the Facebook oil group, and I also have a personal group for my personal people that I've enrolled, and that's the Holistic Harmony community. But most of y'all have been already added to that as well. And doTERRA has an official website, which I think most of you all have visited already. You go to doTERRA.com and you go to, I believe it's the advocate, and then there's the living and doTERRA University. If you click on all those, you can get a whole lot more information about essential oils and how to use them. It has a plethora of information there, and it's a really great resource to start with. You can also go to doTERRA's YouTube channel, doTERRA Core, and on Facebook they're doTERRA International. as well. They're on Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. And as well, you can also follow Nicole and myself on YouTube, and as well on our personal Facebook business pages. And I think I kind of flipped over to the, I skipped the slide, so I'll go back. But yes, the only way to use your oils wrong is to leave the cap on. I think I've told that to a couple of people. I asked, did you get your starter kit yet? And they're like, yeah, but I haven't opened the box. And so, like, for example, my grandmother was one of them, so I had to go over there, open up her box, but she hadn't even opened up the brown box yet. and open it up before and go over it with it so she can get acclimated, because it is a learning curve. But you don't have to be a rocket scientist or a botanist or a chemist to be able to use essential oil. Honestly, if you put any oil on you, you can't go wrong. But there are more efficient and effective ways to use them. But don't be afraid to open up the bottle and use your oil. So let me talk a little bit about what tools you have. So as you can see, some of you all may have the Modern Essentials Guide or the Usage Guide or the Cook Reference Modern Essentials app on your phone or tablet. And then we have the Essential Life Book. And they're pretty similar, but I'd like to say that the Essential Life Book kind of reads like a lifestyle magazine. It's got a lot of beautiful, pretty colors. But the Modern Essentials is more, if you're kind of like an oil geek, like Nicole and I, then the Modern Essentials is more kind of sciencey, and it kind of reminds me more of my nursing school textbook, the way it's laid out. So, but they're both wonderful references to refer to. So I hope that you all have been opening up your book, if you have one, and if not, definitely get one after this webinar, because it's going to really help you to use your oils more, and you'll see, oh, I didn't know I could use it for that. Oh, I didn't know I could use it for that purpose. So honestly, if you don't have a book yet, or at least the app, you're sleeping. You need to wake up and get going.
And the app is great. It's $6.99. It's a one-time fee, and they constantly update it, so you're not having to buy new versions. Like the book, you kind of have to buy a new version every year as they add new oils. But the app is great. It automatically updates, and you just can type in either the oil you want to, like if you have a bottle of basil, you can just type in basil, and it's going to give you everything that basil could be used for. It's going to tell you the chemistry of basil. It's great. Or you can type in, hey, I've got a cough, and it's going to give you a ton of recommendations for a cough. So I think the app is a must-have for sure. Don't you think, Giovanni?
I absolutely think so. And it's only $6.99, so you can't beat that.
Yeah. Okay, next slide. Skip that one. There we go.
Okay, so glassware. So I have a couple of them right here. This one, sorry guys.
That was awesome. Here, hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna make you big real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is a glass bottle. This doesn't have a little spray top on it, but you can get one, or you can maybe swap out one you already have on some other things you have. And you can like mix, say for example, On Guard, and then top it off with some water, and you can use it as a household cleaner or spray. Or if you don't have time for DIYs, you can just, get the whole On Guard cleaning line. If you're a busy mom or you don't really have time for DIYs or you don't like DIYs, you have that option too. But I'm kind of a DIY person, so I love stuff like this. And so yeah, you could use glassware, and mainly we use glassware for essential oils because quite a few of them can cause erosion, or they can break down petrochemicals, especially the citrus oils. So it's very important to use glassware, whether you're drinking out of it. Like right now, I just have my little glass, and it has lemon essential oil and then water. Never plastic, because we don't want those nasty petrochemicals in our body, because lemon, for example, has the ability to break down petrochemicals. And then you have like little nifty and cutesy rollerball blends that you can use to make your own blends, like maybe I'm Fabulous, or whatever you want to call it, Peace, Be Still, or Calm Your Nerves, whatever you like to call it. But you can put your oils in here. You can take like a couple of drops, for example, of the peace oil, or maybe Melissa and Roman chamomile, Then top it off with your fractionated coconut oil. And there you go. You have your own special custom roller blend. And like, I really like stuff to look pretty. So I order stuff like this from Amazon. This one I believe I got from Oil Life. And then I have a larger one. This is a 10 milliliter one. This one here is a 5 milliliter. Um, this is all from Amazon. It's got the frosted glass. So I think it's cute if you're into cute stuff. And then I have like this little roller blend that you can use either if you want to make something to sample and give to someone or just carry it in your purse. And I think this one is like 2 milliliters.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it's 2 milliliters. And it has a little stainless steel ball so it sprays more easily than the plastic one sometimes. And then, of course, we have the little drams that you could either put your own essential oil blends in there that you custom made, or if you just want to dump some On Guard in here, or maybe some breathing that's going to carry with you on a trip or around in your purse or your man bag or your keychain, whatever you use for your oil. You can put them in here, and they have a little orifice. Well, I don't have it in here, but they have a little orifice like your essential oil bottle. And you can put your little stickers on them to label them so you know what they are. And there you go, you're ready to go. Or you can share your oils with somebody else, which is always nice to do because I love to share the oil with people as well. And so some places you can use to get oils or go to are aromatools.com, Oil Life, as well as Essential Oil Gear and shareoils.com. And there's a ton of others. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, you'll know there's a ton of other essential oil like swag providers out there that like I have to kind of ignore them because I'm like, I'm gonna spend all my money.
I know it can get addicting. Like, oh, it's so cute. I need that. And
right.
Or oh, that's so neat. And you end up with all this stuff, and you're like, what am I gonna do with all this stuff? Right, and I spend all my money on accessories. But yeah, it's important to have the right tools because it makes it so much easier when you're using your oils.
Right. And then, for example, the dropper you see here, you can use that for oils that have a thicker viscosity or a thicker consistency, like vetiver, for example, or sandalwood. Vetiver is like molasses, you guys. If you have vetiver, it's like you're holding the bottle and it's like, okay, and it's still not coming out. So for bottles like that, you can get your little glass dropper, and they have many ones as well that you can either screw into the top of your oil, or you can just take off the orifice and use your dropper that way. But just make sure that you squeeze all the oil off the top of the rubber cap there so it doesn't mess up or erode the rubber there. And so knowing how to use your oils. It's really important to make your oils accessible to you. And because this is a lifestyle, especially for myself and for Nicole, and many of you all have already incorporated into your lifestyle. So you want to be prepared. I mean, not just for emergency preparedness, but for like a little mini first aid kit. But you want to be ready for anything, or have your oils where you're going to be using them. Like, for example, if you have a lemon essential oil and first thing in the morning, have it near your glassware or where you keep your filtered water or things of that nature. Or if you like to cook with some of your essential oils like basil, oregano, or rosemary, you may have it near where you keep your spices. But just make sure you keep your oils away from heat sources if it's in the kitchen, simply because they're volatile aromatic compounds and they can dissipate. You don't want precious oils to go away. So knowing how to use your oils is vital. And as you can see here, as part of the doTERRA Wellness Pyramid, eating right, and many of you know I'm very passionate about eating healthy, and it's because it is the foundation of wellness. It doesn't matter if you have essential oils, if you have whatever superfood out there, supplement. If you are not eating healthy, a balanced diet, then it doesn't matter. Essential oils will help you quite a bit, but they're not a magic bullet. So it's very important for you to make sure that you're eating, your fruits and your veggies and a moderate amount of protein and plenty of healthy fat, so that your body gets what it needs. Because essentially, the root of all illnesses is deficiency and toxicity. So if you're deficient of the vitamins and minerals that your body needs, then you need to make sure that you're filling in those gaps, because you're not going to get it all even if you're eating whole food diet. So supplementing, like for example, with the Lifelong Vitality Pack of vitamins and some of the other supplements that we have can help fill in those nutritional gaps. And then as well as exercise. I mean, we need exercise. When you don't exercise, believe it or not, your brain shrinks. And we all need those brain cells, so we don't want our brain to shrink.
I only have two left.
Right? And you know, when you exercise, it reduces inflammation in your body. It also reduces stress, and that takes us to the next level there. Rest and management of stress for most of us is probably what we struggle with some of the most, because we live in a microwave society where everything is fast, 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 and we don't have time, or we don't make the time rather, or prioritize those things that are going to allow us to have more rest and relaxation in our lives, and as well as sleep well. Because if you don't have restful sleep, you're more susceptible to heart disease and cancer and all, a variety of, you just pick your poison pretty much. You're more susceptible to these other diseases when you don't have restful sleep. So if you're having issues like that, you could probably try something like Serenity, our restful blend, or the Serenity Complex, which like I love, and it's not habit for me, but I'm kind of addicted to it.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's because it's like I sleep so deeply, because I'm a light sleeper, and I have like these really vivid, cool dreams. None of them are scary, because I don't do scary. But I can't speak more highly of the Restful Complex, the Serenity Restful Complex, because it really does work. You also, if you haven't tried it, I think maybe Catherine, she can probably speak about that, because she loves it too. And then, so rest is important. And also, if you're struggling with weight loss, if you're not getting enough sleep, the cortisol levels could be up, so that could be another reason why you're not losing weight. So sleep is vital to our health, and as well as our ability to focus. And the next thing on the pyramid is reducing toxic load, and that is extremely important. We live in a toxic society. I mean, we're surrounded. I'm not looking at my walls here. I'm like, I hope there's nothing, no lead anywhere in the paint. And then, of course, you've got the air quality in our homes or inside of buildings are 10 times worse than they are outside. So that's toxicity right there. Then depending on what your diet looks like, if you're not eating, even if you're eating natural foods like fruits and vegetables, but they're not organic, then you're exposed to herbicides and pesticides and insecticides, all those things which can cause neurological damage and have been linked to cancers and autoimmune diseases, pretty much a lot of chronic illnesses that most of our society suffers from. So reducing toxic load is extremely important. And so, I mean, if that's something that well, everybody needs to reduce toxic load, but there's some things that the Terra offers, like the Cleanse and Restore program to help with reducing toxicity, but as well like changing your toothpaste. So like On Guard toothpaste or fluoride-free toothpaste. So fluoride is a toxin, and no matter what the ADA says, it's a toxin. We don't want it in our water. We don't want it in our toothpaste. So please, 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 if you haven't tried On Guard toothpaste, try it. It's awesome. It's got the On Guard essential oil in it, that blend, and it's got clove, and clove is very good for oral health. And so that's one way you can reduce toxic load. And the other is to be mindful of the products that you're bathing with, it, the deodorant that you're using, and the perfumes that you're using, and the shampoos. Like, our skin is our largest organ, so whatever you put on your skin is going to be absorbed into your body. So don't be naive and believe that, oh, it's not going to hurt me. I mean, essentially, I can tell you what started me on my natural journey and lifestyle several years ago is because I kept having skin sensitivity to everything. And that's why I started changing my detergent. And then I had to change my lotion and change my perfume. and even my makeup, because my skin is just reacting to everything. And little did I know it's because of the ingredients, but as I learned more, that's what started me on a healthier journey, like at least, I'm going to say at least 4 years ago now. And so on the other side of this pyramid, we go into the healthcare model, which is as a nurse, where I fit in here. But I will say, guys, it's so important to try, if you have to get on this side of the healthcare model, it's important to be well informed. You're going to be your own advocate. Some of our doctors don't like us to come over our WebMD info and all of that, but it's very important for you to know what's going on with your body and to say, hey, this may be some things that I'm concerned with. Can you check on this for me? But if you're doing all these things on the bottom, where we are on the lifestyle side of the pyramid, you're less likely to have to go to the healthcare model. But if you do, it's awesome. I'm glad that we have it available to us, because we have some awesome physicians out there, and they do some life-saving things. And I still go to the doctor when we need to, and I take my daughter if I have to. But I'll try something natural first. And I'll do everything that I can preventatively to keep us well and healthy, so we don't have to make those visits as frequently. And then, so that's pretty much the healthcare model. And the only thing else that I would love to say about using your oils and living this type of lifestyle is consistency, because that's the key to living a vibrant lifestyle and prevention. If you have to make it a habit. So like I said, you need to be using your oils, be using your vitamins and everything throughout the day, making sure that you have whatever you need to assess, whether it's reducing stress, like maybe using balance and the first time after you shower and get up in the morning, or making sure that you're using a clean soap and shampoo that doesn't have the parabens and the sulfates that have been linked to prepubescence for children and all these kind of things that we don't want. Make sure that you're incorporating that into your lifestyle daily, and so that when you see your lemon oil sitting at the counter next to your glass, immediately it triggers that, oh, that's a healthy lifestyle habit, so that you'll know that you'll be more apt to use them. Or having your, like I talked about earlier, your little ball in your purse or your man bag, or however you like to carry it, having it readily available to you. And just starting, every day, full of gratitude and being grateful as well that you have these wonderful tools readily available to you, that you can take care of yourself and your family, and just committing to being grateful and joyful and using your oils and being empowered every day and sharing with somebody. And the other thing that I like to mention is that, I'm just going to say that the parent products are very awesome. And not only because I use them, but guys, over 74% of people who use a Terra product daily continue to purchase them monthly. And that's like the highest percentage in like the wellness industry and the whole industry. And so that speaks volumes about the quality of our product and the culture of our company. So I just had to put that plug in there because that's pretty phenomenal. And I'm going to turn it over to Nicole now.
Awesome. And I have to say amen to everything she just said. But I know for me, I did not come into doTERRA with being natural minded. And so it was a little overwhelming for me. I kind of came in the opposite way that Giovanni came in. I was like anti anything natural. And so coming in and learning about doTERRA, learning about that, hey, there's natural options, that opened a whole new world for me to organic food and watching what I ate and, watching ingredients for what I'm putting on my skin. And it just kind of went in the opposite direction for me. And it can be a little overwhelming. You're like, oh, I'm a mess. There's no hope for me. Just pick one thing that you can master. And then once you master that and turn it into a habit, then add something else. Don't feel like you have to do a complete life makeover in one day. Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes time and have patience and grace with yourself, because now that you know better, just choose a little bit better. And that was something that it took me a while to learn. I really beat myself up. I'm like, oh my gosh, if I can't do everything right, then I'm a total failure. And that's totally not true. So just take the steps that you can take at this point, master those, and then you can add on after that. Okay, so there's 3 ways to use our oils, and we talk about this in your first oil class or oil meeting, but I want to kind of show you a little bit more detail about each of these areas. So the first way is aromatic. This means we're putting these oils into the air. And doTERRA has 5 different, I've had to count, 5 different diffusers that are phenomenal. Guys, I know diffusers are an investment, and they kind of have a pretty price tag. The Petal, for example, starts at $47, and the Aroma Ace goes up to, I think, $119 wholesale. And the other 3 are around $90 wholesale. But it is one of the best investments you will ever make, because I think it is the easiest way to use the oils, because you just add about 3 to 5 drops in your diffuser, except for the Aroma Ace or the Cloud. I'll talk about the differences here in just a second. But you're only adding a few drops of oil into your diffuser, and it's putting it out of the air where you're able to breathe in the benefits, and let your body have the blessings of essential oils without having to worry about where do I put it, how much do I put on. And it also kills germs in the air, opens up airways, and can really help shift the mood, help you with your emotions. So let's look at these diffusers real quick, and kind of the pros and why that, kind of what situation that diffuser would be good in. So the Lotus is the top here on the screen. It's your top left, I think. The Lotus it's tall and skinny. It has a very small footprint, and so I like this one in my office because it doesn't take up a bunch of space on my desk, but it gives out a good mist. It covers probably about between 350 to 400 square feet. It can run up to 3 hours, and it's just a great little diffuser. It's nice and quiet, so I love that for my office. It works great. The Petal diffuser, it's about the size of a large cereal bowl. Okay, so it's a little bit bigger, has a bigger footprint. This this is a water-based diffuser, just like the Lotus, and it runs up to 4 hours. This covers about the same square footage as the Lotus, about 350 to 400 square feet. So this would be good for just, an office, a bedroom, something around that size. If you've got an open concept floor plan, the Petal's probably not gonna do super great. It's better for smaller areas. The Aroma Ace is a nebulizing diffuser. This is where the oil bottle, and you can see here in the picture, the oil bottle actually connects directly into the unit, and it has a nebulizing function that creates the mist of straight essential oil, so it's not diluted at all. This covers about 1,000 to 1,500 square feet. Now, if your house is a 2-story, 1,500 square foot house, it's not going to magically go upstairs and in the rooms, right? It doesn't work like that. But if you have maybe you have a great room, this would be a great diffuser. This has a lot of controls. You can see the different controls here on the side. You can control the amount of oil that is being put out, the time period that it's running, and the time period that it's off. I will tell you, the Aroma Ace is a loud diffuser. When it runs, it has a solid hum, like while it's running, and then it shuts off. This also does not have an automatic shut off, so you would want to probably get one of those timers that you can plug stuff into, like you use for Christmas lights and stuff like that, to plug into to turn off after a certain amount of time, because the Aroma Ace does not turn off automatically. But for a large area, if you're going to be committed to probably one oil, it's a good diffuser. The Aroma Light, it is a small little rectangle shaped diffuser. It runs up to 8 hours and covers about 700 to 800 square feet. This is my personal favorite. This is in most of the rooms in my house. I have one house. I'm not doing that great yet with doTERRA. I'm doing great, but not that great. So this is what I have in my living room. This is what we have in Grandpa's room. This is what we have upstairs. It's a great diffuser. It's a water-based diffuser, so you just add your oils to it. It puts out a great mist. It's nice and quiet. My older units have gotten a little louder where they have a little hum to them, but they're nothing like the Aroma Ace. And I love this diffuser. It's just a great having And then the Cloud is similar to the Aroma Ace. It's a nebulizing diffuser. The Cloud, in my personal opinion, if having a scent in your home, maybe you're a candle junkie or, those wax warmers, if you're a fragrance junkie and you really need your house to smell a specific way, I would probably recommend the Cloud. I think it puts the most scent into the home. Even though you don't necessarily need the scent for the therapeutic value, some people really like that. So I would recommend the Cloud. This is where on the back, the oil bottle hooks up directly into the unit. The Cloud does have a shut off, so you can choose how long it's going to run. If it's going to run 2 hours, or if it's going to run, I think it can go up to 6 hours. But it's a great diffuser. It does have the same hum as the Aroma Ace because it's that nebulizing diffuser. So when the motor's running to propel the oils into the atmosphere, you're going to hear that hum. So this isn't something that you probably would want to sleep with in your room unless you like to hear intermittent humming throughout the night. But it is a great one. I like this one. I had one in my entryway. I have a 2-story entryway when you walk into my home, and this is a great way to kind of welcome guests with a nice scent until our boxer puppy chewed up the cord, and I was very sad because it's kind of an expensive diffuser. So my husband, that's on his honey-do list, is to try and fix the cord for that diffuser. But guys, get a diffuser. It is going to be the best investment. It's the easiest way to get oils into your family, especially if you have people in your household that don't want you to put stinky oils on them, right? Every household is going to have someone that doesn't want oils on them. They don't want to smell, but you can still get the benefits. And again, we're going to be diffusing to purify the air. So if someone's sick, hacking up a lung, whatever, we're going to diffuse to help open up airways and soothe coughs. And we're going to diffuse to help with the mood. So if someone's being a little cranky, you put some oils in the diffuser and just let them be cranky. And guess what? In a little bit, they're going to be fine. They're going to be in a good mood. So oils are so good at that. But that emotions and essential oils, it's another class, one of my favorites to teach. Diffuser recipes, guys, there are tons of diffuser recipes out there. You can go on doTERRA.com, and if you go under, I believe it's under advocates and then under social media possibly, there's tons of these diffuser recipes. You can go on Pinterest, lots of diffuser recipes, and you can just make up your own. You can mix oils in the diffuser. I wouldn't recommend more than probably about a total of 10 drops total, but keep that in mind. Catherine has a great question. She says, do doTERRA diffusers are different than what other is on the market? I will tell you, with diffusers, you get what you pay for. If you pay for a $30 diffuser, you're going to get a $30 diffuser. It's going to work for probably a month or two, and then it's going to crap out. Either the electrical system is going to go out, or it's not going to put out an ultra fine mist, and you're going to be gagging on larger molecules instead of super fine molecules. There are some good diffusers out there that aren't doTERRA, but doTERRA is very, very picky when they decide to carry a diffuser. And you can't go wrong with the diffusers doTERRA has. But we don't have the hold on the best diffusers out there. But I really do, you can't go wrong with them. With other diffusers, it can kind of be a crapshoot. I've really tried lots of different brands. And honestly, the doTERRA ones have been my personal favorite. So yeah, I love the petal. I love my Lotus in my office, and I love my Aroma Light. I'm more of a water-based diffuser girl. I think they're easier to use. They're easier to change the oils out. So yeah, lots of different options there. And diffuser recipes are easy. So just go on Pinterest and type in essential oil diffuser recipes, or go on Instagram and hashtag diffuser recipe. Go on doTERRA, watch what we'll post diffuser recipes now and then. So lots of fun things to try out. The next way we're going to use our oils is topically. This means we're going to be putting them on our skin. One of my favorite ways to use them is using reflex points. And this was something that when I was introduced to oils, I'm like, that is weird Chinese voodoo stuff. But guess what, guys? The Chinese know something. Eastern medicine knows something. Reflex points are totally legit. If they're not your thing, just ignore the next couple of minutes. But if you really want to target a specific area, let's say you want to target your gallbladder, okay? It's kind of hard to get your gallbladder, find the right spot, right, on your torso. But you can easily go on a reflexology chart, find the gallbladder, and apply oils on that spot to help support your gallbladder. One of my favorite experiences was when I first started using oils, I had a vertebrae or two in my spine, like right in that spot where you can't reach, and I would have major back pain. And of course it was during the day, my husband's at work, all my big kids are at school, I only had my toddler, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna try out this little reflexology thing, because I am like the queen of skepticism. And I took my Deep Blue and I applied it right, and you can look here on the foot reflexology chart, I applied it right on the inside of my arch, which is the reflex points for your spine. And I applied the Deep Blue on there, and within 5 minutes, my back felt so much better. And I was like, oh, that's a fluke. It's a fluke. It's a fluke. And so I went about my merry day, and 2-3 hours later, my back's starting to hurt a little bit again, because guys, essential oils are natural. Your body's going to metabolize and use them quickly. So you're not, it's not like a time release. So it's not like you take a 24-hour pill and poof, you don't have to do anything. So I knew I was going to need to reapply again. I was like, hey, I'm going to try the foot again just to see if it was a fluke. And I reapplied, and lo and behold, 5 minutes later, my back felt better. And so from that point on, I knew that reflexology points were legit, and that I could use them to help benefit my body if I was having an area that was harder to reach or harder to apply oils to. But there's lots of different charts out there. Just go on Google and type, foot reflexology chart, and you're going to get a ton of options. I use the feet more than the hands, just because if I put oils on my hands, I know I'm going to touch my face or scratch my eye, and I've gotten too many oils in my eyes and burned my face because I had hot oils. So I usually stick to my feet because it's just easier, and then I can put some socks on, and I am good to go. So I love using the reflex points as topical application. And guys, with your oils, if you don't know what to do, just slap the oil on your foot. It's going to get to where it needs to go, and you're good. You don't have to stress about it. So even if you don't want to take a specific point, maybe, hey, your head's hurting and you're trying to find the head reflex point, if that's stressing you out, just slap the oils on your foot. You'll be fine. It's going to help your headache. I promise. Dilute appropriately, guys. Dilution actually helps your body absorb the oils better. So there's a couple different ways to dilute. The first one is our hand and body lotion. We just got new packaging, so if you order it, it's going to look a little bit different now. It is an all-natural lotion that is unscented, and you can use this if you like kind of a creamier texture, a little bit more moisturizing with your oil, okay? Or you can use fractionated coconut oil. This is called a carrier oil. And this is just like the cooking oil that you would have in your kitchen for cooking, coconut oil, but it's fractionated. Some of the molecules are fractionated or broken so that it stays liquid at room temperature instead of getting solid. And both of these options help it so the oils are absorbed a little bit slower into the skin, and so that less actually kind of flashes or evaporates off, because these are volatile aromatic compounds. Okay, when you put them on your skin, a huge percentage is actually just flashing off, and you're breathing it in. You're not actually getting it absorbed. So when you combine it with either the lotion or the coconut oil, you're going to get better absorption. Isn't that awesome? So with mild oils that have a little N by them on the websites, that means neat, and it means undiluted. You can do 1 drop coconut oil or 1 little dollop of the lotion to 1 drop of the essential oil, okay? Oils that are kind of in the middle, they can be sensitive for some people, not for everybody. They're gonna have the S. We're gonna do 1 drop essential oil and 2 drops of the coconut oil or 2 little dollops of the hand lotion, okay? You see a D, that means you definitely wanna dilute. I would say, so it's 1 drop of essential oil to 3 or more drops of the lotion or the carrier oil. So, and this is for adults. Okay, we're not talking kids yet. We're going to talk kids in just a second. But diluting your oils, you don't have to dilute your oils every time. Honestly, most of the time I do not dilute my oils because I am lazy. Plain and simple. I usually, and I don't have like my bottle. Oh, here's one. So like normally here, and let me make myself big real quick. I'm going to show you this real fast. Like if I've got a bottle of oil, myself big. If I've got a bottle of oil, I'm just going to take the cap off and go, you know, wherever I need it, and I'm good. I'm not going to do that with oregano or cinnamon, though, because I've learned my lesson the hard way, because those will burn. But most of the time, that's what I'm doing. Super, just flip it on my finger. I'm getting less than a drop in that case. And I just go apply, and then I go wash my hands afterwards, because you're going to forget that that oil is on your finger, and then your eye's going to itch, and then you're going to scratch it, and you're like, ah, my eye. So yeah, don't learn the hard way. So you don't have to dilute in all cases. It just makes it work a little bit better, okay? But you'll still get lots of benefits without diluting. Now for children, it's going to be a little bit different, okay? Their bodies are a lot smaller than ours. So it's not that it's going to damage them. It's just going to be more than they need, okay? And honestly, with essential oils, our main safety concern is skin sensitivity, okay? And I've gotten oregano all over my arm, and it burned like heck, and it got really red. But it was done in like a couple hours. The redness was totally gone, okay? So it's not going to be life-threatening. It's not going to cause permanent damage. It's just going to cause some temporary discomfort if you don't dilute certain hotter oils like oregano or cinnamon, okay? So this is just kind of a dilution chart. You can go on Google and just type in essential oil dilution chart, and there are tons out there, okay? This is for my people that they need to measure everything out. I am not one of those people. I don't follow recipes exactly, but I know that there's people that really want to know a precise amount. Just Google essential oil dilution chart and print out one that you like. And just follow that. Otherwise, just eyeball it. You're going to be fine. So, and I love, we have the touch sets now, the touch oils. And these are, the touch rollers they're just roller bottles, you know, like this, that have the little roller bottle top. And they're pre-diluted with some of our favorite oils, most used oils. So you don't even have to think about it. You can just get those. I love those. They're like oils for dummies or oils for lazy people. So, but yeah, dilute your oils on your babies and your kids, guys. They don't need them full strength. Be careful with their little sensitive skin, but you can totally use oils on babies and children. Just be, you know, be cautious. They're potent and they're strong, but they are safe. So definitely use them.
I have a funny story real quick.
Oh yeah, please.
With Gianni, her dad was using the Deep Blue rub because his calves were aching from running. And I walked away out of the room, and I come back and I hear her screaming, my tongue. And I was like, what just happened? Because I left and I let her have a little bit of just our plain lotion that we have, because she saw me using it. And I guess she thought it was a good idea to get the Deep Blue and lick it.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God. I was freaking out a little bit. And I was like looking at her tongue, making sure it wasn't swollen. It was just that it was just hot, because Deep Blue feels hot and cold. But
yeah.
She was fine.
She lived.
So, I mean, Deep Blue is not even one of the oils that you're supposed to use internally. But she's fine. I promise you that.
She'll probably never do
Never
that.
do that again.
She's probably like, I'm not even going to touch the Deep Blue. That's too funny. Okay, so let's talk photosensitivity. I had no idea what photosensitivity meant before oils. Photosensitivity means that it's going to make your skin more likely to get sunburned. Okay? And there are natural chemicals in citrus oils that react with the sun and cause that photosensitivity. We've all heard the stories about taking lemon juice and putting it in your hair to get highlights. Same principles, those same chemicals, okay? So you just want to be careful only when you're applying these topically. If you're using the lemon or the wild orange or the grapefruit in your water, you don't need to worry about it. But if you're slathering it all over your neck because you think it smells so good, or all over your arms, and then you're going out in the sun, you're going to hate life. You are going to get burned. It is not fun. So just be careful if you do, because honestly, the citrus oils are phenomenal for your skin. They're so good for your skin. But I would recommend putting them on in your evening routine. So by the time it's morning, the sun's up, you're ready to go about your day, it's already been absorbed and you're not having to be concerned about that, the sun exposure, right? Most citrus oils, I would say about 12 hours from putting it on your skin to going out in the sun. Okay, give yourself that wiggle room. With bergamot, however, it is extremely photosensitive. You need at least 24 hours, if not more. And I've had a couple ladies because bergamot smells amazing. It's like heaven on earth. And it's a very deep emotional oil. And so a lot of people like to put it right here over their heart. And I had a gal that did that. I think she said it was around 2 o'clock in the afternoon one day. And she went home, was working in the house, everything. The next day, her daughter had an outdoor event. And she had a tank top on. And it started burning right there where she had applied her bergamot, and because the sun was hitting it, and she figured that she had enough time, and it was like, she was saying it was like 3 o'clock the next afternoon, and she ended up having a burn from that. So please just be careful with them if you're applying them topically. I'm like so pasty white, and I turn into a lobster anyway, so I'm always cautious about my sun exposure. But just be mindful. If I do put any oils on that could be photosensitive, I'll just put some, and I have to be outside, I'll put sunscreen on top of them. A natural, a nice natural sunscreen. And there are a couple blends that do have citrus oils in there, like Clary Calm, Slim and Sassy, the Zendocrine blend, Citrus Bliss. Just be careful. They smell great. Just don't bathe in them and then go sunbathe. Not going to be good. So the next way to use our oils is internally. This is where you're actually taking them into your body, and there's different ways to do this. We've got our glass water bottle or a stainless steel water bottle where we're just going to add a few drops. If you're new to oils, guys, just start out with 1 drop because it is strong, and you want to shake it up. So, if you've got your water bottle, make sure you put your cap on. You're not going to we're pretending this is glass and not plastic right now, but you put your oil in there. And you want to shake it because oil it's gonna rise to the top. And if you've got a bunch of oil at the top and then you drink, guess what? Your lips are gonna get pretty tingly. But it's a really great way to help your body naturally detoxify very gently, as long as you go slow and easy. If you're not putting 8 drops in your glass. So Giovanni, you learned the hard way, right?
I sure did. They're very detoxifying.
But yeah, but it's a great way to get those oils and have some natural detoxification properties, and support your body. A shot glass is a great way. Just put a little water in there, and then you can just put your oils on top, and then just down the hatch. Sometimes, like if you're having a sore throat, or maybe you have some mouth ulcers, some canker sores, you can swish the oils around in your mouth and then swallow it, and that can be very beneficial. You can drop the oils directly under your tongue. I would just be careful. I don't like using the big bottles for that because sometimes they can come out a little faster than you're anticipating and you end up with a lot of oil. Or you might get the caps mixed up. The colors might look the same. Maybe you don't put your contacts in. I had a gal that liked to put grapefruit under her tongue to help with sugar cravings. Worked great, but she had to put her contacts in the morning, and she grabbed the pink, the orangey pink bottle on her counter, did it under her tongue, and quickly found out it was geranium, not grapefruit. And geranium, nasty, so gross. So look at your labels. I like to put them in the little bottles that Giovanni showed. And just because you kind of have to tap the bottom to get the drop out, and that way you have a little bit more control, or get a dropper top to drop them directly under your tongue. But like frankincense under the tongue is phenomenal for your cellular and brain health. If you have some sugar cravings or any kind of actual oral cravings, maybe you're a smoker or you dip tobacco or whatever, grapefruit under the tongue can be very, very beneficial. And just start with 1 or 2 drops and kind of work your way up. But doing stuff sublingually is great because it goes almost directly into your bloodstream. It's very, very quick absorption. It's awesome. And then you can also use veggie caps. I would definitely recommend getting a bottle of these on your next order. They're $4 and they're like 160 capsules. They're so cheap. And this makes it so easy. You take the top off of the little capsule, you add a couple drops in, put the cap on, swallow it down. This is my personal favorite way because I am a wimp. I will not put oils directly under my tongue unless I'm desperate.
See, I do a lot of sublingual.
Yeah, so I like the veggie caps, and you can get little wooden devices that you can set the veggie caps in from like Aroma Tools or Oil Life, that you can set the caps in to keep them nice and still while you're trying to fill them. I really recommend getting one of those if you like to make capsules and take oils internally that way. Okay, here is kind of recommendations for beginners, especially if your body is brand new to oils, guys. Taking them internally, they are natural detoxifiers. We don't want anyone getting the runs. We don't want anybody to get a detox headache. So go slowly. And I definitely take more than this internally because I know my body. My body is used to oils. My body responds very well to oils. But at the beginning, if I would have taken, 12 drops or 24 drops in a 24-hour period at the beginning, I would have had a terrible detox headache because I wasn't drinking enough water at the beginning. And I probably would have had an upset stomach. But now I can definitely take that without blinking twice, and my body responds very good. But this is for beginners. Let me give the difference between internal, oral, and dermal. So internal is like in a capsule or drinking in your water, okay? The oral would be directly under your tongue, okay? Your body processes those different methods different ways. So be mindful of that. And then dermal, of course, is on your skin. So let me tell you a little day in the life of what I use. I'm going to do this real quick because we're taking a lot of your time and I want to be respectful of your time. I have a trim shake every morning. I love the chocolate trim shake. I make it with unsweetened almond milk, and I add a little collagen in there, and I love it. It fills me up. I'm good to go until lunch. And right now I'm trying to lose a couple pounds, and so I'm having one for dinner about 3 or 4 nights a week, and I'm good. Like, I'm full. It's nice and balanced nutrition, fiber, protein, and I love it. It's great. Our LLV, this next picture with the 3 supplement bottle there, this is foundation for your life. Guys, your body has to have the right tools and the right foundation in order to function properly. If you're asking your body to be whole and healthy and you're feeding it fast food every other meal or every meal and you're not giving it adequate nutrition, it's not going to be able to function. Like depression and anxiety. Guys, the key component of that is nutrient deficiency. It's amazing. So I could go on and on, but I'm not. Get the LLV. You need it. I promise you, everybody here listening needs it. Balance. Guys, this oil blend is so good for so many things. It helps the electrical system in your body work correctly. It helps your cells communicate correctly. And it helps you feel emotionally balanced and stable. Helps you manage stress. This goes on the bottoms of the feet or the back of the neck at least morning and night, if not more during the day if you're feeling stressed out. Okay? It's also fabulous in the diffuser. I love balance on my diffuser. Our shampoo and conditioner are phenomenal. I love them. They're great. They smell phenomenal, and my entire family uses this. When we travel, we use the shampoo as a body wash. That way I don't have to pack two things, but it's pH balanced, so it's nice and healthy for your skin and your scalp. The On Guard hand soap is a must-have in my house. We have a pump in every sink. It doesn't dry your hands out, yet it kills all those microbes that you don't want, but it leaves the healthy microbes that you need on your skin to have healthy, balanced skin. Keeps your family healthy because hand washing is key. But with a lot of hand soaps, they have a lot of nasty chemicals in them that can be very hormone disrupting. And On Guard does not have those chemicals. It just has some natural soaps and some On Guard. So you're good to go there. The bath bars. This slide is a little bit older. We just came out with a brand new soap a bar soap that I absolutely love. My husband loves it as well. It is so good. But so nice to have in the shower, to have a natural soap. We also have a nice body wash now, too, for those that prefer a body wash. Giovanni mentioned the On Guard whitening toothpaste, guys. This is a must-have. It is so good. It keeps your teeth white and healthy. It can help with receding gum lines. It can help with all sorts of oral issues because it helps balance the microbes in your mouth. And it really helps reduce your plaque buildup. Every time I go to the hygienist, I just got my braces off about, it's probably been about 6 to 9 months. And my hygienist was shocked every time I went. She's like, how do you keep your teeth so clean with your braces on? And I'm like, because I didn't floss with my braces on. It was too laborious. But I brushed every day with On Guard toothpaste, and it really did help keep them clean and white. I'm very grateful for that. We have some amazing lip balms. I have the lip balm everywhere. They just kind of reformulated, so now we have some new flavors. The packaging will look a little bit different, but they're awesome. And I have like 2 in my purse. I have like 3 by my desk. I have them in my car. I have them by my nightstand. Best lip balm ever. Love it. Peppermint beadlets are a must-have, especially for the guys. This is how my brother-in-law gets to talking anybody about oils. He's like, hey, you want a beadlet? Especially after lunch, right? You're in the elevator or whatever. He pops out a beadlet, and they're like, oh, it's this tiny little thing. It's not gonna be anything big. And it's like Altoid on steroids. It's so powerful. It freshens your breath. It soothes your stomach. You can even, I've had people pop them between their fingers and rub it on their head if they've had a headache. I love it. It's such a great option, and we have them in On Guard flavor as well. And it has about 1/4 of a drop of peppermint oil in there. So you can either just swallow it straight down, or you can let it melt or burst in your mouth. Then I just use a variety of oils every day. It really kind of depends what I have going on. I always have stuff diffusing in my office, kind of dependent on my mood and what I'm trying to get done that day. If I need to really focus and get things done, I can put oils in my diffuser to focus. If I'm fighting off something, maybe I feel a tickle in my throat, or I know my kids are sick and I don't want to get sick, I can put some immune boosting oils in my diffuser. I use oils to help sleep. I use the Serenity Complex. There's oils everywhere in my house. Everybody has some oils in their room because everybody uses a little bit different. My husband always has in his pocket, he always has Balance and Deep Blue. And those are his 2 favorites, and he's never without them. He loves that, and he loves the Deep Blue rub. We have the big giant leader, and that goes on his back every day because his back is that's his weak point, and it goes out a lot. So that's kind of a day in our life of oils. I could go through everybody, grandpa and kids, but we're not going to do that. But you can see there's so many different doTERRA products to help make your life easier, to help reduce your toxic load, and to make you feel healthier and happier. Giovanni touched on this. Make your oils accessible. Put them where you're going to use them. Don't hide them in a drawer or cabinet somewhere. Put them on your countertop. Put them in your room. Put them in your bathroom. Wherever, so you can train your brain to go for your oils first instead of your anti-itch cream or this or that or whatever. So that's your go-to, because it's going to take a while to get into practice and to make that a habit. But put them where they're accessible. Consistency is key. Don't think you're going to put oils on once and magically everything is going to be better. You're going to be 20 years younger and 20 pounds lighter. And no, it doesn't work like that. These oils are natural. Our body recognizes them easily, metabolizes them easy. And so it's so important to make sure that you are applying oils frequently. And being consistent. If you've got a long-term goal, let's say that you've been dealing with some anxiety for a while. Applying oils regularly to help manage that is important. If you're just applying oils once in a while, then you're not going to see the results that you're desiring. Okay, or if you have a condition that's been going on for a while, then it's going to take a while for your body to heal. But just be consistent. And Tom, I see your question. We'll talk about that here at the end. About your deep blue. So less is more with oils, guys. One drop is so potent. You don't really need more than 1 or 2 drops per application. I'm sorry, my dog's barking. You don't need more than 1 or 2 drops per application. Using 5 to 10 drops, guys, you're probably more likely to have a skin irritation issue if you're applying topically, or if you're doing it internally, you're more likely to have some GI upset. Or if you're doing it diffusing, you're going to end up irritating your eyes or your nasal passage because you've got too much oil in your diffuser. So less is more. You can always add. It's a lot harder to take away. So keep that in mind. These are very, very potent, and we need to be respectful. Be prepared for the unexpected. Sometimes you might not have the oil that you think you need. Try one that you have. You might be surprised that lavender helps with your headache or your muscle cramp. Try the oils you have. They're very diverse chemically, and so more than likely they're going to have some kind of chemistry in there that's going to benefit what you're dealing with, even if you don't have the quote-unquote right one. There's not a right one, guys. These oils are so multi-purpose, and they have a lot of overlap in what they can do. So be prepared and have a good oil selection, right? That's why I love the starter kits, because they really get you those foundational oils that you can use to help with almost anything. Now make sure, guys, you are on the Loyalty Rewards program. This is the smartest way to get your products. It's so flexible and it's so easy to use. It is a monthly order, but it's one that you can edit and change every single month. As long as you order something, you're good to go. There's not a minimum. I think the cheapest thing that we have is either the soap or the lip balm, and it's like 4 points. So if it's a bad month and it's just not in the budget, just get that to hold your spot. But if you order 50 points or more, which is around $50, sorry, my boxer is deciding to do a show for us. Hello, Ranger. You're going to get points back into your little doTERRA savings account. And you can save those points up to redeem for free products. And 1 point equals $1 in our point store. So, and you can redeem those points for everything except for diffusers and any business items. So it's a great, great value. And just 100 points on your LRP is going to qualify you for the ability to receive commission if you've signed up for a Wellness Advocate account. And guess what, guys? 125, you get the product of the month for free. So as long as you process that by the 15th of the month, you're going to get your products for free. Or not your products for free. That would be really awesome. They're like, this lady said I get all my products. No, sorry. It's the product of the month. It's a free product. Like this month is Holiday Joy. So you get that and a neat ornament for free when you process that order by the 15th of the month, and it's 125 points. It really is a flexible program. I change mine every single month. I do have some staples that I always order, but my oils, I don't necessarily need to refill my oils every month. So my supplements, I go through those a lot faster, but my oils, I kind of change it up what I need every month. And it just is super easy. You also get anything you pay in shipping, guys, you get the full amount refunded in points to your account when you process it, your loyalty rewards order online. So it's like getting free shipping. And doTERRA recently reduced the shipping cost, so the economy shipping option in your back office is only $3.99 now. So it's super, super economical and great to use. So this is kind of what a loyalty rewards order would look like in your back office. You can go through and you can, let me get my annotation here. Here we go. So like right here, you can see, you know, you have these in your cart. Now, when you see this thing right here that says use points, this is where, if you've got points, they'll be down here where this gray box is. If you've got points, you can redeem them for points. There's a $3 charge every time you redeem points. So keep that in mind. I wouldn't redeem 10 points and pay $3. Wait until you've got like 100 points to redeem, so you're only paying $3. But LRP points, they're gonna let you know how many you have, and you will be able to cash those in. And if there's anything, let's say this is what you got last month and you want to change it, then you can go and just X that item out easily and go to the quick add cart and type in, hey, I don't want that deep blue rub sample, I want lavender. So you just type in lavender, select it, and it's in your cart. So easy. And always down here at the bottom, sorry, my mouse is like deciding it doesn't want to show up. I'm trying to find where it is. Where are you, mouse? There we go. Oh, I was close. Down here at the bottom, you'll see this little box. Please check this box, guys. It donates $1 to our Heal Enhance Foundation, which is our nonprofit and is doing so much good in the world. It's $1. We can all contribute $1 to help out. All those $1 make a big, big difference. So let's, trying to get my mouse is like totally disappeared. It's pretty awesome right now. Okay, it's just letting me do dots. Sorry, give me a second, a little technical error. Okay, done, clear all my drawing. We're done annotating. Okay, yeah, there we go, there's my mouse. Okay, so when you log in, this is kind of your back office. This is gonna show you where you have the special for the month and anything that you might need to know. These are gonna be hyperlinked. You can click on those to learn more about what's going on. And just click on the numbers. That's gonna show you different specials that you need to know. And then you can just shop. So you can start clicking up here at any of these links and start adding those to your cart. Super, super easy. This month, for December 2016, Spearmint is our 10% off item. This is one of my favorite oils. It is very calming and relaxing. It's great for coughs. It's great for excess mucus, which is so prevalent this time of year. It is also the oil of confident speech. So emotionally, it's going to help you speak confidently. I slather Spearmint on whenever I'm nervous about talking, and it really just helps me communicate what is in my heart and in my mind and do so coherently where people can understand me. And then, of course, Holiday Joy and the nice little clay ornament. Those are our products of the month, this month. And then again in December 2016, so if you're seeing this on the recording, sorry you missed out. But those that are live, this is our best offer every year. You get a free bottle of frankincense. This is a $93 value. And this oil is so precious. It does almost everything and anything. If you look in our Essential Oilers with Nicole Vincent group or on my personal profile, I actually have 2 contests going with people sharing their testimonials about frankincense. Read through those, guys. So many ideas on how to use frankincense. It's phenomenal. And you can get this for free when you place any 200 PV order. So let me show you in the back office real quick where to look for that number. See right here, I'm not going to do the annotate because I'm going to lose my mouse again. But right down here, this green number, that needs to be 200 PV or higher in order to qualify for the frankincense, okay? So when we're talking PV, it's just a point value. It's just an equalizer. And so this is where you're going to look. Don't look at your dollars. Look at the green number. That's the number you want to look at when you're trying to qualify for different promotions, like the product of the month or the free frankincense, okay? But you can get up to 4 of these per account. You would need to do 4 separate 200-point orders, but you can totally do that. Do not do, if you want 4, do not do an $800 order. You will only get 1. You need to segment them into 200 orders. You will need to pay separate shipping, but hey, you can do the $3.99 economy shipping, which you're gonna get those points back into your account anyway, and you're getting a free bottle of frankincense. Come on, people, it's a no-brainer here. And this comes with new enrollment. So if you're a new enrollment, they get this. If you do this as a standard order, you get this. If you do it as an LRP order, you get this. So any order that is 200 PV qualifies for this frankincense. And let me tell you real quick, guys, back here in your shopping cart, once you hit save or continue, the 200-point promotion will show up in your cart. If you're doing an LRP and it's before the 15th of the month and you're over that 125, it is not going to show up. Don't freak out. It will automatically be added. Once you process the full order, in your email confirmation, you will see that it has been added, okay? So just keep that in mind. And then let's connect. Guys, me and Giovanni have so much information online. It's crazy. So you have no excuse on you don't know something. So these are the ways to connect with me. You can take a screenshot of this or just find me on Facebook, or if you go to my Nicole R. Vincent website, I've got all of my connections there. You can click on any of the little connect with me icons and it's going to connect you with me in any avenue. Check out my YouTube videos, lots to learn there. You can just learn as much as you want about oils, and there's a lot of personal development on there as well. And then here are all the ways to connect with Giovanni. So Giovanni, thank you so much. Got anything else you want to say or add?
No, you covered it all, and I'm just excited that all you all are still here on the webinar. Who stuck out to the end. But we love you guys, and we're gonna let y'all. If anybody has any questions, just stay on so we can answer them. But we'll stop recording.
Let me stop sharing. I'm going to stop the recording. We'll go ahead and answer some questions.
So Tom had a